Assalamu alaikum class. In this video we are going to discuss the word problems related to the equations we have discussed, or the linear equations. So before moving towards the word problems, there is a table which is going to help you out in transforming the word problem into the mathematical equations. So here are some words that are going to represent the operations, corresponding operations. So whenever we have the expression or the word equal, is, was, will be, has, add up to, is the same as, it means we are talking about the operation equality. When we have times of, multiplied by, product of, twice, double, half, triple, it means we are talking about the multiplication over here. Twice means multiplied by 2, half means multiplied by 1 by 2, triple means we are going to multiply by 3, divide, per, out of, each, ratio. For these expressions or for these words we use the operation division. Plus, added, sum, combined, more than, total. For this we use the operation addition. And whenever we have the words like minus, subtracted, less, decrease, difference between, we go towards subtraction. And when we have the unknown terms like what, how much, how many, what is the number, we use the variable on these expressions. So here is the word problem. Find three consecutive odd integers such that 3 times their sum is 5 more than 8 times the middle one. So the first thing we are going to discuss that how we can introduce a variable in such equations or in such cases. Three consecutive odd integers. Let the first odd integer is x, but when we are given that the consecutive odd integers, it means there must be a relationship between the odd integers. As we know that the odd integers starts from 1, then the next one is 3, then 5, then 7, and so on. And we know that 3 is equal to 1 plus 2, 5 will be equal to 3 plus 2, 7 will be equal to 5 plus 2. It means in order to get the next odd integer, we have to add 2 in the previous one. For example, 7 plus 2 is equal to 9, 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. So in order to get the next odd integer, add 2 in the previous one. So if the first odd integer is x, the next one is going to be x plus 2, and for the third integer we have to add 2 in the previous, that is x plus 2 is going to be x plus 4. So these are the three consecutive odd integers we have assumed. Next, this condition is going to help you out in defining the equation or in writing down the mathematical equation. 3 times their sum. Sum means we are going to add, so we have just added these. 3 times means we are going to multiply with 3. So 3 into x plus 2 plus x plus 4 is equal to, is means is equal to 5 more than, so 5 must be added over here. The 8 times the middle one, so 8 into the middle one is x plus 2, so 8 into x plus 2. So this is the corresponding mathematical equation that we have to solve in order to the value of x. So when we get the value of x to be 3 over here, but this is not my final answer because I have to find out the three consecutive odd integers, not a single one. So the first odd integer is 3, the second one is 5, and the last one is 7. So these are the three consecutive odd integers that are going to satisfy the given condition. So you are expected to solve example number 3 on the same basis. Here we have question number 46 from the exercise. Find a number such that 6 more than 1/2 the number is 2/3 the number. Find a number means this must be replaced by the variable. So let the number is x such that, it means we are given with the condition now. 6 more than 1/2 the number. 1/2 the number means 1 by 2 into x. 6 more than means we are going to add 6 in it, so plus 6 is means is equal to 2/3 means 2 by 3 of the number, means we are going to multiply it with the number 2 by 3x. So here is the equation, and we can simply solve this equation to get the value of x. At this point you can solve this equation by any method, that you can shift this x 2x over 3 on this side, and then you can take the LCM on both sides, or you can simply multiply the LCM on both sides of the equation in order to avoid taking the LCM again and again. So what we are going to do, the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6, so I'm going to multiply 6 on both sides of the equation. So 6 into x plus 2, 6 into 6 plus 2x by 3 into 6. Now this is going to be 3x plus 36, and this is going to be 4x. Now you can solve this linear equation easily in order to get the value of x, which is 36. Next, we have question number 48 from the exercise. Find three consecutive even integers so that first plus twice the second is twice the third. Then again, we have to find out the three consecutive even integers as we have done in the previous question, in which we have to find out the three consecutive odd integers. But now we have to find out the relationship between the consecutive even integers, as we know that the even integers are 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So 4 is going to be 2 plus 2, 6 is going to be 4 plus 2, 8 is going to be 6 plus 2. So in order to get the next even integer, we have to add 2 in the previous one. So by adding 2 in 8, we get the next even integer, which is 10 and so on. So let the first even integer is x, so second will be x plus 2, and for third we will add 2 in the previous one, that is x plus 2 plus 2, that is x plus 4. Now these are the three consecutive even integers we have assumed, and now we have to impose or write down the equation so that first plus twice the second, first plus twice the second means twice will 2 will be multiplied by the second one, is means is equal to twice the third means third will be multiplied by 2 again. And now you can solve this equation to get the value of x, which is 4. And now inserting in the numbers, we get 4, 6 and 8, the three consecutive odd integers satisfying the given condition. We are having a next example which is related to the geometry. If one side of a triangle is 1/4 the perimeter, the second side is 7 centimeter, and the third side is 2/5 the perimeter, what is the perimeter? So let's suppose the perimeter to be x, and here is the triangle. One side is given to be 1/4 the perimeter. 1/4 means 1/4 of the perimeter, means we are going to multiply the perimeter with it. Second one is 7 centimeter. It is a well-defined value given to you, so there is no role of the perimeter, or there is no relationship with the perimeter. The third side is 2/5 the perimeter. 2/5 means 2/5 of the perimeter, means we are going to multiply the perimeter with it. Now we know that perimeter is sum of all sides, so we are just going to add the sides to get the perimeter. So x is equal to x by 4 plus 7 plus 2x by 5. Now again the LCM of 4 and 5 is 20, so multiplying by 20 on both sides, we get x is equal to 20. But this is not the final answer, because we have to find out the perimeter. So the perimeter is 20 centimeters. So in such questions, unit is really very important. For example, if I get 7 meter over here, then I have to put 20 meter at the end in the answer. So the unit plays a very important role in such questions. Now you are expected to solve example number 4 on the same lines. Here we have question number 50 from the exercise. A rectangle 24 meters long has the same area as a square that is 12 meter on a side. What are the dimensions of the rectangle? So we are expected to find out the length and width of the rectangle basically. So let the width of rectangle is x. Here is the rectangle in which the length is given to us, which is 24 meters. Now the area of rectangle we all know is length into width, so it's going to be 24x. And the area of square is simply multiplication of the two sides, or again length into width. So 12 into 12 is going to be 144. Now according to the given condition, the both have the same area. So the two equations must be the same, that is 24x must be equal to 144, x is equal to 6, that is the width is going to be 6 meter, and the dimensions are going to be 6 meter over 24 meters. Thank you.